I hate the phrase practice makes perfect. I feel like no matter how much I practice, when I go to play it for someone else, it never comes out perfectly. But because I'm not perfect and I screw up a lot, I've developed a superpower. And that superpower is figuring out how to hide my mistakes, to cover them up so that no one even notices that I've made them. And the best part is, all it takes is one simple skill, which is knowing how to react when you make a mistake in a song. And to do that, I'm going to give you a game to play that's going to help you build this skill. And then I'm going to talk about how to actually put this into practice with a real song. Okay, so the name of the game is the resolution game. Because what I've learned is that whenever you play a wrong note, any wrong note, doesn't matter, there's always a safe note, a note that sounds good, either up or down. So the resolution game is going to help train you to be able to find those notes that sound good on the fly, even when you're in the middle of a performance. So here's how the game works. You're going to play a chord in your left hand. To make things easier today, I'm going to play just a basic C chord in my right hand, which has the notes C, E, and G. But you can pick any chord if you want to get a little more advanced with it. And then after you play your chord, you're literally just going to pick any right hand note. For starters, I would pick just one of the white keys. So let's say I pick this note. Okay, so then you're going to listen to it and you're going to say, okay, does this sound like it fits or does it sound like it doesn't fit? This one sounds like it fits. It sounds like it's okay. It sounds good, right? But what if I pick ooh, that does not sound like it fits, right? Can you hear that there's a little bit of that rub? It's a little more spicy than we wanted it to be. So now here's the game. You either go up one or down one and see if it fixes it. So if I play F, let's see what happens if I go down one. Ah, do you hear that? It totally fixed it. And then I could also go up instead. So if I played F, I could go up to G. Not too bad. Let's pick another note. Let's pick this one. Okay, not bad. Yeah, actually, to me, this actually sounds a little bit nice. It depends on how jazzy you want to be. To me, this actually sounds kind of good. But let's say we wanted to resolve it anyway. We could bring it up or bring it down. And so what you can do with the resolution game is it's going to teach your ear how to find notes that sound good. Let's say I played A. Here's one more example. Let's say I went up instead. Now, to some of you, this might sound dissonant. Oh shoot, that doesn't sound quite right. To others of you, maybe that are like me, that are a little more jazzy, I actually like that sound. I think it has kind of a bittersweet quality. But sometimes, maybe you pick the wrong direction, and that's okay. Just simply go back the other way. Now, do you notice what just happened? I made a mistake. And then I played another note, and then another note. Did you notice how beautiful that was? Hold on, go back a second. I think that actually sounds beautiful. So that's what's actually so cool about the resolution game, is when we apply it to songs, I think that it makes your final performance better. I think your mistakes actually add to your performance. That is so much more interesting than just playing, if G was the right note, that's actually kind of boring. This sounds, to me, much more interesting. And obviously, I'm not saying everything is always going to be perfect, but what I am saying is that you can fix your mistakes so that they sound like they were intentional, like you meant to do it. And that is such a cool way to think about performing, in that your mistakes are going to enhance your performance and not take away from it. I think that is so cool. Okay, so let's say I apply it to a song. I'm just going to pick this random song. And let's say I make an egregious mistake on the very first measure. Did you notice what happened? So I was supposed to play an F, which, sounds good. Instead, I accidentally didn't go far enough. Didn't play it quite far enough. But you notice what I did? Instead of saying, oh shoot, I messed up, now I gotta go back, okay, let's play it again. And by the time you've done this in a performance, you already hate yourself and you hate music. It's just, it just feels so awful. But instead of that, I just leaned into it like I meant to do it the whole time. And then I'll bring it up and add in that F in like I need to. Again, the right note was just one note away. Now, what happens if you completely mess this up and you hit a note that's way far away? In that case, I was pretty close, but let's say I was really far away. What can I do then? Well, let's say I did, I don't know. Ooh, that's a really spicy note. So you notice what I did? Now, I didn't have to leave that B on there too long. So I did this. I played my wrong note, and then I just found a next door neighbor that sounded fine. In this case, either going up or going down would sound just fine. And then I just kept going. Because the thing is, if you don't stop, if you don't reset and retry the measure again and try and fix it, you're actually going to play more smoothly. And that is gonna help give the impression that you're not making any mistakes. And here's the thing, if you're trying for perfection, you're actually gonna make something less beautiful. If you're constantly trying to go back and fix your mistake and make sure that it's all right, I think you're missing an opportunity to make something beautiful, to make something meaningful. If you think about computers, they can play this piece perfectly. They can play every note exactly the way it's supposed to be with the exact right timing, but the problem is, they're not human. Their performance doesn't mean anything. And I think part of the reason that a human performance means something is that it's challenging, that they might not hit it exactly the way they wanted to, and it's the struggle of them trying to still do it and make something beautiful out of it, I think is what makes music meaningful in one way. Done. Boom. Love you guys. Bye.